What is going on, yo? Ow! I'm fine. Just so y'all know, I was practicing one of my really bad habits. And baby, if you watch this video, you're gonna laugh your ass off and say, I told you so in the comments. That's fine. I will allow it. However, I chew can tabs. Don't ask me why. Actually, I can tell you why. We're gonna have a little backstory into Fat Man Weast's life. So, Fat Man Weast, when he was a little fat man baby, he had a pacifier, a binky, if you will. And I love this binky. It was always in my mouth. I was always chewing on it. You know, I was a teething little boy. I was always hungry. Also, while I'm telling this story, we're going to take a quick little detour because it's a little lengthy of a story. But there's some items up here, including a TM or two. Oh, look at the little quill. But I had a binky, and I love this binky. My favorite little binky. And it was the only binky I would accept. And one day, I dropped that binky at my uncle's house. And then my uncle's dog decided that binky now belonged to him. And so he grabbed that binky, and he ran off with it, and he chewed it all up to hell, you know, to the point to where it was essentially unusable by me, the baby. And I would not accept any other binky. And I forget the psychological theorem behind it. None of my guys knows cut. I forget the psychological theorem behind it, but it's essentially like you go through stages as a kid, and if one of those stages doesn't get, do I want to do it? You know what, Charlie? I'm sorry, bro. I mean, you're fine, you know. Cut and surf, not terrible. But, you know, if you miss out on one of those stages, that could affect your, oh, it's this guy. That's a trainer? I don't remember there being a trainer here, normally. I really do not. I, honest to God, do not. It's an ace trainer. Noctowl. Level 30s. Huh. Yeah, I'm racking my brain. I do not remember this guy being here ever. But oh well. I'm not going to complain. That's more experience. But I'm willing to bet that because, you know, I missed out on the teething stage as a kid, that now as a fully fledged adult, I teeth on fucking everything. If I'm laying down with a blanket, part of that blanket's going to be in my mouth and I'm teething. If I finish drinking my energy drink, I'm going to bust off the can tab and I'm going to start teething. And, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you're going to break your teeth. And I probably will. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh, no, it couldn't happen to me. Because it absolutely can. But it hasn't happened yet. And I've gone to the dentist several times. And the dentist always says, like, you have amazingly strong and healthy teeth. I'm like, well, it happens. So, I don't know. But, yeah, at the start of this video, I know it took me 3.5 minutes to explain, but at the start of this video, I was chewing on a can tab from last video, and I bit it the wrong way, and part of the metal piece went and jabbed me in the gums. So now I'm tasting a nice little flavor of iron in my mouth. So that's always pleasant. So I'm gonna move that over there. But yeah, that's how my day's going. How's your day? You going good? Having a How's the weather? Yeah, that's neat. Mama, how are you? I found a useful item shopping. Sorry, I bought it. All right. Can't you tell my voice acting has really evolved since the first few episodes? Who the fuck is you, Wesley? Oh, it's the Wednesday guy. I got a black belt. I can give that to my Heracross for its no fighting. Well, no, it has a fighting move. It has counter. It absolutely has counter. So yeah, you give counter that attack boost. Except for I don't think it actually does. Just because it always does double the damage you took. Oh god. That was gross, I'm sorry. Focus Band. Not as good as a Focus Sash, but who knows, I could throw that on a Pokemon and it might save their life one day. Who knows? Granted, that's only a 10% chance, and I don't know if I like taking that chance. TM12. Okay. I'm always excited about TMs. Always excited. Always. And I'm always let down by TMs. Always. Always let down. God, the TMs in this playthrough really have sucked. I mean, I guess I can't really say that. We got Cross Chop and we got Blizzard, which are decent, you know, good TMs. But, yeah, share with me your power, child. Or fat man. Whatever. Do you see it? It is mean. Always let down. Always let down by TMs in this game. Always. Never not. Never not. Lord have frickin' mercy. Always let down. God bless America. Alright. Let us... Who hasn't really seen... You know what? You ain't seen much field time, Charlie. Let's stretch out those non-existent legs, huh? Huh? Huh, buddy? Huh, buddy? Fight me. So we do get a new encounter. We get a new encounter here. It is a new encounter. I will also say, going back through old footage, we did miss probably a couple encounters. But the main one that I'm thinking of is we did miss out on the encounter in Cyanwood. Because, you know, there's route something something, and then there's another route something something, and then there's Cyanwood. And there is sections of water in Cyanwood that you can surf for an encounter. We missed out on those. As well as there's still Whirl Islands. We can still go to Whirl Islands for an encounter. Now, I will say, I'm happy with our team. I am Okay, we're good. I am genuinely happy with our team right now. There isn't really much I would try to change. Except for maybe getting, I don't know, a darker steel type. But, whoops. Open up the start menu. That didn't do jack diddly shit. Why didn't I just go for surf? Trying to get that paralysis. Yeah, if I'd gone for surf, it would have killed. So I'm just gonna let those encounters stand. If we get to a point to where we lose a couple members and we really need to redesign our team, then we'll do that when we get there. So, oh, mother, she's calling me a lot. Damn, she's wasting my money on sorts of shit. A Carbose. I'm gonna shove you right down the mouth of one of my Pokemon. Oh yeah, see? Leftovers? When the fuck did we get that? Who needs to be faster? You're already fast as fuck. You're slow as piss. Let's give you some speed that's probably not gonna do you any. But yeah, let's give this to... You got Amulet Coin. Yeah. I like money, but you like health. So, battle me, battle me. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, we're here, we're out here, having fun, sparkling all over the place, shining. You ain't gonna stop me from shining. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, I'm nervous, we're nearing the end of this long-ass running series. I know it has been too long in the making. I'm hoping that series that I do from here on out don't take me as long to work on and to finish. But with this nearing its end, I do have to think about what to do next. And I do not know. Now, I don't know. I'm still... Mom! Jesus Christ! I will say, because she was never active, I had a bit of money left over from the 90,000. 90,000 is what we ended last video, or not last video. What we ended the video on. About 90 grand. And I earned a bunch more because while I was grinding, a bunch of the trainers did call me to battle. You know, all the ones that we have. So I got more money from that. As well as, you know, like I told you, I realized I had a bunch of, like, I think I had like 3 star pieces. So I did give a bunch of money to our mother. And then asked her to start saving. Just because there's that chance for a moonstone. I think once she gets to 50k, which I think I deposited like 30,000. I think it was a chunk of money. So we're already almost there. So that's probably what all these calls are for, is all the preliminary rewards. Why did I send a Heracross? A Heracross. A fucking Heracross and on a Firo. Can anyone explain? You can't. Yeah, well, we would have just gotten Fury attacked. Yeah, that's fine. You can stop now. Stop it! You're hurting me! Stop! Alright, thank you. You go and catch a blizzard since you want to be a fool. Since you want to act a fool, you gonna get chilled real quick. You need to chill out. I'm sorry about that. That was really bad. That was bad. Daniel. I know it's Danielle, but Daniel. Mother! While shopping today. Oh, a doll. This bitch bought a doll. I don't give a fuck about a doll. I wonder what kind of doll it is. Alright, let's heal up Flare just because you looking a little sloshed right now. Alright, so we gonna go ahead and we gonna cross this water. And we gonna get an encounter in this grass. First we gonna get a fire stone. Man, we got all the evolutionary stones. Every single one. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. That's a Hitmonchan. That's a Hitmonchan. That's a Hitmonchan. It's a Hitmonchan. If it lives this cut, it gets to be on the... It gets to get caught. Pursuit? This thing knows freaking Pursuit? What? I honestly didn't even know Hitmonchan learned Pursuit. I guess it makes sense, kinda. Oh god. You really gonna do this to me? You just dealing 5 damage with a critical hit. A critical hit couldn't even stave off the leftovers healing, Hitmonchan. What are you doing? Get in this ball. You ain't going nowhere out in the wild. You might as well join me. You know, come on. Join the squad. Join the squiggity squad. So that way you can sit in the box for the rest of eternity. I mean, now, if we're being real. Hey. If we lose PQ, I'm liable to replace PQ with this. So we got Jackie. The old, we gonna spell it weird though. We gonna spell it like that. Old Jackie Chan. Alright. Now I will go ahead and say, oh wow, you saw me. You made me lose a Poliwag! Alright, that was obnoxious. Today will probably be another extended episode. My girlfriend gets off work in about 20 minutes, so I'm probably just going to play until she gets off work, so This should be another, you know, something-ish long episode. So, granted, I will go ahead and tell you, this thing's going real slow and these guys are real underleveled. And I'm kind of really not wanting to deal with this. I might implement speed up clause. And by speed up clause, I mean I'm just going to mute game sound and speed up. And I'll probably still talk to you guys and just play a little, you know, a nice little jammy jam in the background. We ain't going to do that just yet though, because we got this abomination. Hey, Mr. Mime, your Galarian form is cooler. Ha ha ha. Ow. Ow. Ow, stop. Ow! Alright. That didn't hurt. I'm a big, strong man. Now kill this thing! Yes! Revenge for all of our fallen brothers and sisters. Fisher Scarlet. Alright, now give me your phone number, Scarlet, because you sound like a baddie. You sound like a baddie. Will you stop wasting my money, woman? Okay. Okay. Yes, I want your phone number. But yeah, well, you know what? We'll finish out this area at regular speed. But once we get into the ice cavern, because there's no trainers in the ice cavern, it's literally just a giant ice puzzle with nothing really going on. I'll, just so we can kind of speedo through that. Okay. I see you, Rhyhorn. Now, I know Rhyhorn. I love me some Rhyhorn. And I know this thing does not learn any ground moves by level up. Or at least, not until it learns Earthquake, which it doesn't learn until after it becomes a Rhydon, I believe. So past level 40. So, we just gonna leave in this to surf it real quick, and it's dead. Alright, Pokemaniac Mike. Give me some money. Oh my god! I wouldn't have given you my money if I knew it was gonna be this fucking bad. Jesus. Jesus. Christe. Alright, we got, I think, 2 more trainers. We got this guy. I can tell you're a good trainer just by looking at that shiny ball of gas you got in your party. Huh, yup. I don't know why he tried to turn into Goofy there for a second. Maybe because he a goofy ass looking dude. He a goofy looking dude. Alright, now you got ground types. You got ground type move. I ain't got Levitate. This is Gen 2. Abilities don't exist. But we ain't got no need to fear ground types no more because we got a grass type, bitch. Ha! Alright. I'm so tired and delirious and at the same time so full of energy because of Rockstar. Now look, I'm going to give a little PSA about energy drinks, right? We're going to talk about energy drinks for a second. They are fucking delicious. I love them. I thrive off them. Now, you got to be careful with them. Caffeine is not good for you. Your body can only process so much. You need to know how much your body can process. So like for me, I know my body doesn't like to handle more than about 300 milligrams every 24 hours. Which I think the average healthy amount is about 400. So that's about right. So, you know, it's always very important to know how much caffeine you're drinking. You know, I don't want to tell you guys how to live your life or what to do with it, but I'm just looking out for you guys' hearts. I will go ahead and tell you, I think a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about energy drinks. You know, they say it's like, oh, it's so bad for you, it's got a lot of caffeine in it. So does coffee. It's like, oh, it's got a lot of sugar in it. So does soda. Now, I will say, if you do choose to drink energy drinks, I recommend trying to keep with the 0 sugars. Especially nowadays, there's so many 0 sugars, both sodas and energy drinks, that's not hard to do. My personal recommendation, Jesus, mother, leave me alone. I'm about to delete my mom's contact. we going to just do a little bit of that. And I'll start playing a little bit of music. So we got today, hold on. I need to mute the audio on my side too. So today we're gonna do another Glitch X City remix because I love it. We gonna do a Glitch X City remix of this ice cave. You know what I just realized? That Poliwrath was a new encounter. And because I was speeding up, I bodied the piss out of it. I mean, it is what it is. It's dead. That's what it is. It is dead. It is a whole dead. So we missed a Poliwrath. Well, you know what? No, because we have Poliwag. We have Poliwag. See, I knew what I was doing. That was Species Clause. You hear me? I'm sorry. I just smacked my mic several times. That was probably not pleasant, was it? I apologize greatly. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck off. Feel like I'm doing something. Am I succeeding? No, I'm not. Aha! No. Aha! No. Aha! No. Wait. Wait. No. Fuck. Yes! Alright. I'm a god. I'm a god amongst men. Alright, that was the waterfall TM. See? I'm a lord. But, God, what was I talking about? Yeah, we gonna do Glitch X City's remix of Ice Cave. That's a new encounter. That is a new encounter. We gonna cut it. Alright. That didn't do us as much as I would have liked. You know, we gonna water gun. Water gun. I can live another. Yeah. Alright. 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 We gonna be here for a bit. But no, if I could make a recommendation. Oh, look at its undulating head. That makes me uncomfortable. I mean, it's a turtle, that's what they do. But we got, shout out to the first movie, we got Shell Shock. I either name him Shell Shock after the first Pokemon movie, because that person had a Blastoise named Shell Shock, or I name it Comex, which is its Japanese name, because that's a dope-ass name. But, no, for energy drinks, sugar-free. I personally recommend Monster Ultra Rosa. It's a newer-ish flavor. It's delicious. It's light. It's not too strong. It's only got 140 milligrams caffeine. You know, so as long as it's, you know, your only in-source of caffeine for that day, won't cause you to have heart palpitations. Shouldn't. I think is actually probably the better keyword there. But, yeah. I think I was talking about something else. Now, I don't remember what the hell it was. So, as you can see, I'm not using speed up for this. And that is because this is like, it requires precise precision. So we're going to go this way, we're going to go down, 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 down. And then we gotta counter Voltorb, let's breeze through this, yeah. And then we gotta go like that, and like that, and then like that, and then we gotta go breeze through his Kingdra real quick, just like that. And we gotta go that. Alright. Fuck you! Alright. And no. Fuck off, Cleffa. Thinking. This way. Aha! I'm a genius. But yeah, I've done a lot of research into energy drinks and just overall like dragon scale, cool. What's so bad about them, you know, and how to. I ain't got no space. I really don't. I like Moo Moo Milk though, and I don't give a fuck about an X speed, so we're gonna do that. But yeah, I've done a lot of research into energy drinks. Now I will go ahead and say, PSA, berry juice, I don't care about berry juice. I am not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Not someone with any amount of medical knowledge. However, I am someone with access to the internet, you know, so I'm essentially God. And I've done a lot of research into things that affect me, like energy drinks. You know, and ultimately, your stance on energy drinks, whether or not they're bad, it's going to be up to you, you know. The main consistency I have found when it comes to why energy drinks are bad is the normal, well, it's got a lot of caffeine and sugar. And my argument to those 2 points is, while yes, you're right. Let's see, we got egg bomb. No, nothing's learning egg bomb. You know, if you know what you're consuming, you know, because that's the thing. They say coffee's fine, which has roughly 60 to 80 milligrams of caffeine in it. But energy drinks are a no-go. And to me, it's like, how do I put this? Like, for example, I'll drink about 1 energy drink a day. So, at max, I'll usually only consume, you know, if I get a Rockstar, which is very rare, but if I get a Rockstar, that's 240 milligrams of caffeine, right? And that's usually, like I said, I'm one and done. I usually do not drink more within a 24-hour period. But usually I drink Monster, which is anywhere from 120 to 140. Unless you get the max, which I don't. Alright, we are here, by the way. I'm going to stop using speed up. Enable the sound. And yeah. So, alright. But ultimately it's up to you. You know, what you're comfortable putting into your body. Now, I'm not going to recommend that you should drink energy drinks. You should drink water. You know, and coffee has been shown to have plenty of health benefits to you. But all I'm saying is I do not believe that energy drinks, especially if you go with the zero sugar, lower caffeinated products, are as much of a cause for concern as a lot of people believe they should be. So, once again, just my opinion. Just my opinion. You do not have to take it to the heart. You know, and if you are interested in it, do your own research. You know, but do your own research in your own light. Don't just find one article written by Sally Mae, PhD question mark. You know, and be like, oh yeah, you know, this seems genuine and legit. You know, I trust Sally. You know, and she's like, oh yeah, it'll kill you. You're like, well, it's gonna kill me. It's like it won't. You know, because my oh yeah, we're just gonna walk in this bitch. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. We'll breeze through this, hopefully, real quick. But like, I think I told this story once before, so I'm just gonna shorten it down. That is an ugly, ugly, ugly fucking octopus. But you know, I had a conversation with a person. If I told this story before, I probably specified who it was, but for now, I'll just keep it a mystery. But I had a conversation with a person about energy drinks. Oh, why do you know that? Ah! Well, welcome to the team, Venusaur! God fucking damn it. No! You know water type move! Why would you go out in the Typhlosion, you fucking moron? Is this where we die? Is this where I lose? Hold on. This is level 41. I'm doing my research. My story will wait. Well, I'll tell my story while I'm doing my research. But our whole conversation was about how bad energy drinks are for you. And I'm like, well, let me ask you, someone who does not have medical knowledge, why energy drinks are so bad for me. They're like, well, it's got a lot of caffeine. And it's like, okay. About how many... Oh, God, this thing hurts my whole team. It's got Focus Energy, Octazooka, Psybeam, and Bubble Beam. Fuck me, dude. I guess I have to keep out Jolteon. Oh, maybe we're not ready for this. I was like, about how many cups of coffee do you drink a day? And she responded with, oh, about 3. I'm like, okay. Well, let's go with the minimum amount of caffeine, which I know is not what she drinks because she likes stronger variations of coffee. I was like, but let's go with the smaller amount, that's 60. That means on average you are consuming 180 milligrams of caffeine a day. And she was like, okay. I was like, do you believe that's a healthy number? She was like, I feel like it. You know, I've been drinking it for... Oh, why? She's like, I've been drinking it for a while. Why? Why? Come on. Come on! Alright, I'm going out. I have to. I'm going out into Mudflap. I'm going to set up a leech seed and I'm just going to sit on this thing for a while. And she was like, well, yeah, I feel like that's an okay amount. And it's like, okay. I was like, well, I usually drink a singular monster in the morning, and that's my energy drink consumption for the day. And that is 140 milligrams of caffeine. And she just kind of looks at me and I'm like, so you're saying I should stop drinking energy drinks because I'm consuming too much caffeine, yet caffeine takes about 24 hours for your body to completely dissolve it and break it down. And in those 24 hours, you, on average, consume more caffeine than me. And she just kind of looks at me like, sure. I'm like, alright. I was like, is there any other bad part to energy drinks? And she was like, well, yeah, there's sugar. There's lots of sugar. Too much sugar. I said, okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you put any sugar or creamer into your coffees in the morning? And she was like, well, yeah, I like a little bit. Not too much, you know. I don't like it super sweet, but I do like a little bit. I'm like, okay. Well, look at my Monster can. How much sugar does it have? And I was drinking the Ultra Zero, because that was my second favorite flavor, because this is before Rosa came out. And I was like, how much sugar does that can of Monster have? She was like 0 grams. I'm like, okay. So I'm consuming 0 grams of sugar and 140 milligrams of caffeine. Meanwhile, you're consuming about 10 grams of sugar and 180 milligrams of caffeine. Am I getting that right? And she just kind of looked at me. I was like, that's why I say you can't just say, oh, something's really bad when you don't really know, you know? And like, that's the thing. There's a whole bunch. I've heard other people say, it's like, oh, well, there's a whole bunch of other stuff in energy drinks. And I'm like, yeah, there is. They're like, yeah, like, what about guarana or whatever, however you pronounce it. I genuinely don't know. Guarana. I was like, well, I've looked up guarana, and from the most part, it seems to just be a naturally occurring chemical that you mostly get from meats. Same thing with taurine. They're like, oh, taurine's really bad for you. I'm like, no, it's not. It's literally just a natural thing that you normally get your daily dose of taurine through meats. You know, I'm just ingesting a little more. It's like, well, I'm sure that... Why is this thing flinching me so damn bad? I've heard people say, it's like, well, I'm sure an excess amount of taurine is not good for your body. I'm like, your body essentially treats it like vitamin C. You just piss it out, you know? So it's like, it's not that bad for you. You know, your body just naturally gets rid of it. It's like, well, what about all the other chemicals? It's like, do you check, you know, the chemical composition of everything you eat throughout the day? No. It's like, all right then. I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, debunk anything or give my, you know, highly educated medical opinion on energy drinks. But it's just, I personally don't believe they're as bad as a lot of people are like, oh, it's evil, they're the devil. I'm like, there's definitely much worse out there for you. You know, especially if you're consuming, like I said, you know, you're consuming less than 300 milligrams, as well as zero sugar variants, you know. But then they're like, well, look at this post of this person that died from drinking energy drinks. And it's like, okay, you read into the guy's synopsis, you know, and the guy's like, oh yeah, every single day I drink 6 cups of coffee and 2 Red Bulls. And it's like, well yeah, at that point, no wonder the dude had a heart attack by the age of 40. He was consuming over 1,000 milligrams of caffeine consistently. I was like, but then at that point, he was still consuming more caffeine from the coffee products than he was the energy drink products. But you know, once again, people are like, yeah, well, you know, I drink caffeine, I don't drink energy drinks. Therefore, or I drink coffee, not energy drinks. Therefore, the coffee's fine, it's the energy drinks I have a problem with. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, if you don't want to drink energy drinks because you don't like the taste of them, or, you know, you don't like the idea, that's fine. You know, do what you want. You know, free country, do whatever the hell makes you happy. I just find it weird that there's a certain group of people that, I say a certain group of people, there's a lot of people in this world that make very bold claims and assumptions based off of either hearsay or just one singular thing they read online, you know? And I mean, I understand that that's kind of like just the way the world works at this point. You know, everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's very steadfast to their opinion. And a lot of times, people's opinions come from some of the most outlandish left field areas, you know? And I personally don't believe in judging people because of an opinion. No. Let them have their opinion. They can think what they want. No, what I have a problem with is people that are so stuck into their opinion that absolutely refuse any other standpoint. You know, it's like, I don't know who you are, but you either ride with me in my opinion that has no factual basis, or you die without me. And it's like, why can't we just live to where, okay, I have my opinions and you have your opinions, right? Because that's the thing. You know, get into a little life topic with you guys. That's the thing about opinions and beliefs, right? They're all subjective. They're all entirely subjective. Now, I will do something that's probably not very smart, but I'm going to use politics as a reference. Now, before I get into this, I should specify, I am not political. I do not affiliate or line myself up with any particular political party. Nor am I going to talk about specifically any of the political parties' viewpoints, beliefs, or what they're supposed to do. That's not what this is about. But what I'm referring to is throughout my life, I have met many, many different people that side with different political sides. Half of my family's Democratic, half of my family's Republican. I see both sides. But here's the thing, right? Each side, both Democratic and Republican, or whatever other side you want to add in, you'll find that this theory works with all of them. They all have their different missions, different things they want to accomplish, different goals, right? And that's the thing, depending on your upbringing, your financial position, you know, your religious beliefs, and everything else in between, that's going to directly vary who you support. Perfect example. We will go back to, we'll talk about Trump versus Biden, right? Because I've seen many people on both sides. And what I've noticed, though, is that the people that are going for Biden, or went for Biden, because at this point it's over, Biden won, but the people that were going for Biden, while I will admit a lot of them had baseless reasons for going for Biden, aka the normal, my life's gonna end if the orange man stays in office for another day. And this isn't me attacking that particular, side of things. There were Trump supporters that did the same thing. It was like, oh no, if the child-sniffing pedophile gets into office, my life's gonna end. Alright? So there are gonna be those people. Once again, I go back to people making baseless claims off of, a single article they read online or hearsay. That no fact check into it, just, this is what I heard, and I liked what I heard, so I'm going to stick with it. You will see that on both sides, and that's the thing, right? And that's why I don't align myself with a political party. Because it's literally both sides are just yelling at the other side, saying, oh, well, at least I'm not a leftist that cries when my politician loses. And then the left's yelling at the right, saying, oh, at least I'm not a righty that cries when my politician loses. It's like you're both crying, and you're both yelling. Both sides are just hypocrites, if you will. Not everyone, but a lot of them. But once again, that comes back to how steadfast people are in their opinions. It's like with no factual evidence, with no proof or justification, people will hear one thing that they don't like, and they're going to alter that to fit with something they do like. To give a direct example of this, I know I didn't really keep up with it, so I might not be fact-checking this. I've never really claimed to be, who you have to go to get your local news or whatever. But, I know there was a whole controversy of, Trump back when he was in office. He had set up, quote-unquote, tent cities for refugees. Right? Now, to my understanding, not justifying, putting people in tents to live, but the justification that was given for that reason is the refugees are not supposed to stay in these tent cities for long. It's literally just supposed to be an in-between area for, as soon as they move in, they'll have a place to sleep, they'll have, shelter over their heads until they can actually find a real place to settle and set up shop. It's like, okay, not exactly the most lavish conditions, but I guess, when you're a refugee running from whatever you're running from, a tent city is probably better than what you had, I would imagine. I've never been a refugee. Well, people were upset at Trump for doing that. And it's like, I kind of understand, posting people up in tents is a little, I don't know, it seems a little barbaric. But at the same time, it is the quickest and cheapest way to do it, I guess. Well, Biden's in office, and Biden is doing, to my understanding, the same thing. He's posting refugees up in tents. But it's no longer being worded as Biden's putting refugees in tent cities. It's being worded as Biden is putting refugees in soft-sided, semi-permanent structures. They're tents. They're tents. They're still tents. They were tents before. They're still tents now. Just because you call it something different doesn't make it not a tent. But that's the thing. You know, people are going to take the information that they are presented. You know, you could say to both sides, they're putting, you know, the president is putting refugees in tents as an in-between for where they're going. You know, people that don't like Trump are going to be like, oh, he's putting them in tent cities, it's degrading. And then people that do like Trump are going to be like, no, he's just, you know, he's doing the most economical thing, and he's, you know, he doesn't want them to have to wait while they build a building because building takes a while. Which, both are fair points. You know, both are fair points. It is a little dehumanizing, and it does kind of suck to put them in tents, but at the same time, they're not meant to stay in those tents. You know, so both sides have a point, but both sides are not focusing on the center picture. They're focusing on their perspective that pushes their belief forward, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does, because I'm sure the 5 people of you guys that actually watch my stuff are at least somewhat intelligent. Maybe not. You shouldn't have to be. I sure as hell am not. You know? But I don't know. It's just, I had a conversation with one of my friends the other day about it, and her beliefs definitely side more with, like, leftist, I guess, if that's how we classify it. She's very LGBTQ forward, very progressive and forward thinking, but she votes Republican. You know? And it's like, well, you can't do that. It's like, no, you can. You absolutely can do that. That's your right as an American. You know? And that's what I'm getting tired of hearing. Is like, oh, well, you either need to completely align yourself with me, or you need to die. And it's like, no. Our entire political party was supposed to be founded on the ability of expression and free thinking, and allowing for every vocal majority and minority to be represented. But that's not what it's turned into. Why have I missed free pin missiles? It has a sliver of health. Kill it, please. But I don't know. It's just that's my PSA for today. That's my second PSA for today. First one was about caffeine. Second one was about opinions. But it's just this is gonna reach like 7 people. You know, I'm not expecting this to make an impact. But don't judge others. Try not to. You know, I think there are certain ramifications you should absolutely judge someone. You know, if someone is a convicted pedophile, you know, like, absolutely no doubt about it, they done it. Judge them, because that's shitty. That's just shitty. You know, you shouldn't do that. Duh. But, you know, you need to understand that different people going through different things are going to have different needs, and therefore they're going to want to see different things, you know? And that comes most commonly in politics, right? And that's what my stepmom would tell me. Also, we're going to fight her. I am Claire, the world's best Dragon Master. I'm about to cry once you wax my ass. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to let you have this. 8th gym leader. Leader Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. But, you know, that's the thing, right? Everyone goes through different journeys. Everyone has different experiences. Everyone has different needs. You know, even family members, things are going to vary throughout their life. You know, and that's what voting is supposed to be. You find the side that you feel best represents what you believe and what you stand for. And you vote them. You know? That's what it's supposed to be. You know, a lot of working class people voted for Trump. A lot of non-working class people voted against Trump. You know, just because they were in the same class, they still had different upbringing and stuff. But hold on, I gotta pause this because my girlfriend's calling me. Sorry about that. My girlfriend just called to let me know she was on her way home. So, sweet baby. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'd love to see a day to where it's like, you don't have to constantly align yourself with the side, you know? Because there's so many variables when it comes to the human mind, you know, and the human experience. There's so many different things that happen throughout all of our lives that ultimately lead to us growing in different ways, you know? And I think it's insanely closed-minded for you to say it's like, no, there's only one right way of thinking. If you do not think this way, then you are an evil, dirty person. It's like, no, did you ever stop to think that maybe they think this way because, I don't know, they went through something? You know, that's not me saying like, oh, you know, let bygones be bygones, let bigots be bigots. But it's just like, people are always going to disagree with you in life. There will always be discourse. Always. And that's the thing I don't think people really understand. You are only going to get so much of your way by screaming and crying. And I'm sure if, you know, this does reach a larger audience one day, that some people hearing this, they immediately think of like, oh, yep, that's the left side for you, or oh, yep, there's the right. It's like, no, it's both. It's the left, it's the right, it's everything in between. You know, and that's why I don't really like using terms such as leftist or rightist. It's like, because even between leftists, I've met a lot of leftists, quote unquote, and even between them, they have varying beliefs and thoughts. You know, it's like, you can't just quantify it like that. You can't just say, oh, well, you know, everyone that has this one train of thought, they make up a part of this big group of thinking. It's like, no, because there's so many different variations. And, well, that's why I personally believe a two-party system is flawed. I don't think two specific parties is enough diversity to really represent the different forms of thinking that are out there. Now, we're never going to break from a two-party system at this point in life. Now, yes, there are other parties. But that's the thing, right, is no one's voting for the other parties. Because those aren't the two main ones. You got Republican and Democrats. And that's how they've made it. Because ultimately, politics is just business, in a way. It really is. It's about money. That's all it's about. Now, sure, you can say it's like, no, it's about American blah, blah, blah. It's money. It's all money. Look at everything the government does, and it's relative to money. Now, that's not me saying it's a bad thing. That's not me saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that's how it is. People say it's like, it's politics, not business. There's a lot of business to be had in politics. I've taken several law classes, and I've taken a couple political science classes. And I can tell you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, there are a lot of similarities between the two. Now, they make you think it's not about business, because they want it to be its own separate thing. They don't want you to treat the government like a business. But I mean, think about it. They got leaders. Same as, you know, businesses. They got people in charge. Please. I just took a huge risk, but it was calculated. And it worked out. And this Arcanine is dead! Hell yeah! But yeah, that's going to be the end of it. I think it's a good place to end that conversation. Just try not to hate. You're going to encounter people you hate. But try not to. Yeah, everyone's going through something. Everyone's been through something that ultimately changes who they are. So try not to. I know you can't help it. It's in our nature, but... I lost? I don't believe it. There must be some mistake. Ah! I won't admit this. You're such a bitch. Fuck you. I'm never going to give you the badge. Eat my dick. Eat my dick. Alright. I know. I used to read every important character's stuff, you know. Just, I had to read it. And now I'm just like, fuck you. But that's okay. Because honestly, I'm ready to beat this damn game. And we're getting really close. So, we are going to heal up. We have to lay to rest the good Luana. We have to. Let me set Luana free. You did. You appeared for an episode. You kicked so much ass, and now you're gone. I will say it's probably the least upset I've been about losing him on, even though I am still absolutely upset. I mean, hey, we got a Venusaur. We also have Hip Hop. I thought about using Skip Bloom, but its level up moveset is so piss poor. So unbelievably piss poor. But we got Thickums the Venusaur. Let's see if we can get any new text on it. Sunny Day, don't need you. Cross Chop? We got a Cross Chopping Venusaur. We do not have a Cross Chopping Venusaur. What about Dig? Do we got a Digger? Is this a digging? Nope. You do not like to dig. You are not a Diggersby. What about Lick? No. Egg Bomb? You can learn Egg Bomb. Should we even teach you Egg Bomb? Oh, we do need a flyer. We need a flyer. Are you going to be a flyer? Nope, you're not. Damn, man. What can you do, Venusaur? Jesus! I'm almost tempted to just add Hip Hop. Oh, alright. If Hip Hop can learn Fly, that would be Flying Stab. And then I'll just grind. I don't want to grind again. But I'll grind it up. And if it can't learn Fly, then we'll go back to Venusaur. It cannot. Alright, Venusaur is the... Put it on the layout! And future me, Venusaur is the replacement. Ugh. Alright. We got... Venus. Alright. We'll make do for now. But, next video, we will do this little mini cave event to get our gym badge officially. And, then we're moving on to the Elite Four, y'all. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.